Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Allen Family Firewood again. Glad to have you along. Today we're going to be inside and, well, I think you can figure out what we're going to talk about, right? We're going to talk about how we produce and how we get our all our pine ready to go out to the roadside stands. I'm going to kind of talk about the ins and outs of some of the different ways of doing it. Some of the people like to bundle. I see a lot of people doing the bags. What I don't see anybody doing really is these net bags. And we've had to kind of change things up here to be more productive, at least for next year, to kind of up our game. And we just had to do something totally different because any of you guys that have ever worked with the wrapping machines and wrapping these up know that if you can make them up, and it's the cheapest alternative out there. I mean, I think it costs us what, a nickel to make one of those?
Yeah, it's pretty
cheap. It's the cheapest route out there.
But
yeah, if you make them up ahead of time, as long as you're only what, maybe two weeks ahead of time, it's fine. You know, I mean, we made them up a couple weeks ahead of time. We stack them on the pallet, we put them outside, and that's fine. But to do them 2 months ahead of time, 6 months ahead of time, or even a year ahead of time, it's not going to work because the wind gets underneath of the wrapper here. It just keeps working, and then you get flappy plastic, and
the wood shrinks, the bag loosens up, the bundle loosens up.
It doesn't take that long for the wood to shrink down a little bit, and now you got a loose bundle. And we've seen that at the stands, that people just kick those ones off to the side, and usually they end up breaking open, and people are stepping over it. It's a trip hazard. I don't want nobody getting hurt at one of the stands. So, and we want us to be able to sell every bundle too.
Right.
But they just don't hold up for the long haul to make ahead of time. And that's kind of what we want to shoot for next year.
Right.
I mean, what have we got? Three stands out this year?
Yeah.
And that ain't gonna cut the mustard, you guys. Not even close. I like opening the cash boxes and seeing what's inside, so that's the fun part. In order to do that, we'd be in here wrapping nonstop, and there's other things to do. I mean, we still have to go get wood, we still have to cut it, split it.
Yeah,
So,
we've been kind of chasing our tails trying to keep up with the bundles, and that's only for 3 stands, so it's just not going to work going forward if we want to increase the amount of stands we've got. So
I mean, to make a living at this, we need 20, 30 stands plus stores and campgrounds buying them, and
so we've just got to stockpile the bundles, and we've been racking our brains trying to think of the best way to do that, to store them, make them all winter long, and have a huge quantity ready, and then we're just delivering.
because last winter I split with old Buster there before it had the upgrade. I mean, it was just hooked to my tractor, and you know, I had the one-hand lever, and it was slow. But I split all the pine that you guys have seen us wrap and whatnot this year. I mean, I think it was probably close to 50 cord that I split last winter with that thing, and we brought it in here in the wintertime. As I cut it, split it, threw it in the trailer, backed it in here, fired up the wood stove because my stacking machine likes it warm.
Yes. Coincidentally, so does the new tractor operator. Whatever.
Well, this
Call
time,
the kettle black.
yeah, this time of year I like it cool in the cab tractor. So
Well, ditto.
it'll be nice this winter when it's warm in that cab tractor, and that's going to be nice. But so we back the trailer right in here with, you know, where you guys we've got the camera sitting right now, and fire up the wood stove. We tip the trailer up and stack it on pallets. And then this time of year we bring the pallets back in. Can't see it now, but behind you is pallets of pine. And then we sit there and wrap it up, restack it onto pallets, take the load up, put them in the dump trailer, pallets full and then take them to the stand. We got to get rid of some of those processes, because the more you handle the wood, it just costs money. So we thought going with these firewood bags, I mean, I see tons and tons of people doing these. And we said, you know what, maybe that's going to be the way to do it. So we called up Wolfridge. We talked with them guys for a while, and we bought one of their bagging stations. That's a pretty slick rig. I didn't even know they had one. I actually saw it over on Todd's Outside Again. His boy Evan built one in shop class. That kid he's pretty sharp when it comes to that stuff. Built his own, and my welding guy Dana over at Small Firewoods just doesn't have time to build me neat things like that.
I think he's kind of fed up with you.
I think he is too.
You gotta wait a little while before you ask again.
Yeah, I gotta wait a little while before I call in any more favors there. So we just called Wolfridge and ordered one, but it came with a couple hundred of these bags. I said, cool. You know, I mean, they're not cheap. I mean, they came with it for free, but after pricing these bags out, I think they're somewhere between 75 and 85 cents.
Yeah.
They say 80 cents, I'm guessing. So we were like, perfect. You know, it's a mesh bag. We'll bag those bad boys up, you know, in the wintertime, right out of the dump trailer, bag them up, stack them on the pallet, throw them all back in the snow, the rain, the sleet, the sun, and all that other good stuff we get up here in Maine all winter, and let them sit throughout the summer, and as we need them, we'll put them in the truck. But we watched another video that Todd's Outside Again put out, and him and Evan had to go pull a stand because these bags aren't holding up to the sun. I would say they are not UV resistant. Now, I haven't tested them for UV resistance to, you know, stick them outside and
Right.
just to see for ourselves how they hold up. But we've seen a couple other channels where people have had the same issue. And we did bag up some a couple weeks ago, a couple bags there. We moved them around the shop a couple times.
And you can already see it's ripping out.
I
this
noticed.
big hole,
Right there,
and on the bottom.
it's already made a big old hole just from handling it. So
That's not gonna work.
that tells me them bags ain't made out of very much. And if they're not gonna hold up to the sun, sitting out there for 6-8 months, I don't wanna go find that after I pick them up, you know, next summer and put them in the trailer, we go to grab them and they fall apart in our hand.
That would be bad.
All the money you'd spend on
But
bags.
those would work perfect for someone that just has a stand at their house
Yes.
or something like
Yeah.
that, a smaller quantity. Those are
Yeah.
fine. They're perfect and the easiest option, I would think.
Take a 5-gallon bucket, cut the bottom up, slice the sides up.
Yeah.
I think that's a quick way of doing it.
So they certainly have their purpose.
But those are 80 cents compared to a nickel. I mean, they got their drawbacks, but it's just a matter of how fast you're going to get rid of them. I think these will last just as long as those bags will, though. So,
Yeah, probably pretty close.
So after seeing Todd's video that's not going to work, we had to come up with another plan. So back to the drawing board. We watched a lot of videos and we still hadn't come up with any ideas. So I started researching on the computer and we found I don't know if they're a firewood company, but
It's called Quadell Industries. They cater to firewood bagging and things like that. So that's where we found the plastic mesh. It's a tubular, stretchy plastic mesh. Comes on a big spool roll, 2,000-foot roll. Stretches over the bagging station, and once it's full, and it's been working really slick. We've been testing it. It doesn't break easy.
no, it's way stronger than.
Yeah.
I mean, you can grab that stuff and pull and yank, and you're not gonna pull it apart.
Very, all the
Even-
holes.
You're not. No, I can't pull with that hand, but
No, it's not a good
it's
example.
rugged stuff,
It is.
and it's
good.
UV resistant. So
Yeah, on their site, it's tailored for that.
Right.
UV resistant, holds up to the weather, all the elements. So its purpose and made sense to us
Oh, yeah, I mean,
for our, how we wanna go
we
about
called
it.
them, they sent us out a sample, and I'm like, this is pretty good. I mean, it was just a little piece, but, Quadell Industries, and we can put a link.
I'll put a link in the description if you wanna check it out. It was pretty interesting to me to find a place that wasn't just
Yeah, they're here in the
netting,
States.
but tailored to the firewood.
That's a
which-
USA company,
Yeah.
so this isn't none of
Yeah.
that China crap. So I'm not a big fan of that China crap, but I'd rather support businesses right here in the United States, even if it costs a little more. I mean,
Yeah.
what goes around comes around, guys. So I get it, we're all trying to save a buck, but
But we got a spool of it,
yeah,
2,000 feet.
we'll show them that in a second.
Yeah, and you know, we worked out the costs and stuff, but we'll go over all that when we show you the process that we do.
And mind you, that Quadell Industries isn't sponsor us or anything like that. I mean, we just outright bought it, but
We thought it was a
Yeah.
pretty useful site for anybody, you know, doing bigger quantities
maybe
of
if enough
firewood.
of you guys call them and tell them Karen from Allen Family Firewood sent you.
Or just Karen Allen, I think I just ordered it under my name.
Oh, is that what it was?
But
Maybe they'll sponsor us someday and.
or maybe you can give us a discount.
Yeah, put in a good word for us since you heard it from here.
All right, enough begging.
I'm not about. I mean, we're not going to do the whole, you know,
What?
thing with showing other people's stuff all the time.
Well, depending on what it is.
Well, I guess. I mean, it would be.
You know,
nice
like
to
if
have
it was a conveyor, that would probably work.
Yeah, I guess if somebody was throwing me a conveyor, I'd probably whoop them up a little bit.
Maybe
Yeah. At least
10 or
for,
20 years.
at least for 1 or 2 videos.
Yeah.
Anyway, but it is good stuff, you guys.
Yeah.
So
I think we found our answer.
you do have to cut them to length yourself, so you're making your own bags. That took us a little bit of figuring out, because all the firewood I cut, I was just kind of out there eyeballing it before with a saw, and everything was between 14 and 18 inches. Well, I mean, these are costing us, we haven't really gone over that. It cost me, I think it was 40 or 45 cents for each one of these. And that's with the hog ring in the end and one in the other end. We'll show you that too.
Yeah.
The cost depends on how long you're gonna make it. Well, what we figured out is we can make these exactly 3 feet long and fit a bundle in them if we cut the wood to 15 inches. I don't think the campers are gonna mind that their wood's an inch short. I think a lot of the people that are buying bundles are probably burning them in those little
Smokeless fire pits and things
Solo
like that. Chimneys, whatever, you know,
things they
people
carry
use.
around. I don't know a whole lot about them.
But it's
Careful,
not
but-
not enough difference to make a
No.
drastic impact.
But you throw in one 18-inch piece, and now you need to cut this at 40 inches long. Or,
Right.
Yeah, 40 inches long. I think that's what we had to make some of these, because
Right.
we've got a variety pack on the bundle here, on the pallets of wood, so.
And you're inevitably gonna not have the exact same size pieces.
Right.
There's gonna be longer ones, but if they're within a consistent size range at least, then all the pieces will
Yeah.
fit. You don't have to throw off the, you know, the long ones to the side. And it's been a pain. We had to figure that one out. So we've got to be careful going forward, cutting our pine
Oh, yeah,
logs.
you gotta make them the right
15,
length and
right around that.
really
just
get that dialed in.
Just a little bit shorter.
Because if I can bring the cost down to 40 cents compared to 45 cents, that's, I mean, a nickel doesn't sound like much, but I mean, that's all these costs, a nickel, so.
But one spool will make, doing it that way, one spool will make 600 bags. So,
Yeah.
you know, if you can gauge it that way, then we can figure out our costs a lot easier. And
Well, if we only make them, if we can cut all our wood 15 inches, I
Exactly.
get 666 bags out of a spool.
right.
An extra 66 bags is,
Yeah.
it's a lot, so. We're gonna show you kind of how we do this and kind of which way is quicker.
Because we're not absolutely sure yet. We haven't.
No, I mean, we've
Time to
we've
begin.
obviously made a lot of these, and I've made made a few of these, what, 20, 30 of them? We filled the stand the other day. We didn't bring you guys along on that, but we
they
did fill the stand with those.
and they
the other
stack
day.
a lot easier too than those
Yeah.
stiff bundles because they move and they're pliable and they lay on each other easier.
Yeah.
They're a little shakier on the pallet, but it worked fine, and they look better on the stand. I think
They do.
it's all
And
uniform. It looks good.
having one hand, I know it's not going to matter going forward, but trying to pick up one of these bundles, you know, with one hand is kind of a pain to get it out of a pallet and pass it to her at the stand where
Yeah.
I just grab one and set them down.
So much
I mean,
easier.
You don't have to even grab them there. I mean, you can grab them anywhere. And I think the customer's going to like that too, that
Yeah.
they can just do that. I think we might be at a disadvantage with putting our label on them, but that hasn't done much for us.
In all
anyway.
honesty, it really hasn't, and it's just one more thing that we have to do that we really don't have time to be doing because there's so many other things.
We
but-
put thousands of those bundles out this summer. And
Yeah, we really didn't get much of a response
Yeah,
from that.
not really.
So, hey, we tried. It's not worth doing. No big deal.
I figured it was worth
Our
a
info
shot.
is on the stand itself,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
figure
I
that's
don't know,
gonna cover it.
Let's show them that spool. We'll set up here with a camera, and we'll make some bags, and we'll show you this gun, which is another added expense if you're going to do these.
For the hog rings.
But I think that gun was only like what, $210 on Amazon,
Yeah.
and it runs off a compressor. The staples, there's like 10,000 staples for like $40, or hog rings, and
Yeah.
they're on a little strip, and they just slide right into the air gun and just put them on there and ka-chunk. So
Works pretty
it's
slick.
quick and easy. It's quicker than tying a bag, and it's quicker than wrapping. So
We tried at first to use
Oh, yeah.
wire ties. Not the answer.
not wire ties, zip ties.
Zip ties.
I tried to
Sorry.
sit there and weave them through, and
Oh, no.
you drive yourself crazy if you're going to sit there and weave a
Yeah.
zip tie through
I would
those. And,
hang myself with this if I had to do
and,
it
and
that
then
way.
after it's made, you spin in the bag and you're trying to.
Yeah, no.
You can't just put it around because it'll slide off a zip tie. It's plastic. It's
Yeah.
plastic. And
Yeah.
So you've got to weave them through, and that ain't really the answer, guys.
No.
I know this. I'm sure people do that. It would get you by in a pinch, but
And in a small quantity, it wouldn't be that
Yeah.
bad, but
that gun right there is a pretty slick rig. So let's set up and show them how we make some bags. And when we get done doing that, we'll actually set up. Maybe you can run the twister and make some of these.
yeah, kind of compare.
And we'll both start at the same time and let you guys see firsthand which one's going to be quicker.
Yeah.
Because I really don't know.
I don't
I
either.
know we've done them both, but
No.
never side by side.
No,
So
we'll see how that works.
yeah, let's try that out. All right, we've got the spool of netting right here next to us that we're going to cut into lengths and actually make the bags, and we're going to show you that real quick here. But I've already pre-measured on the pallet how long I want them to be, so I'm going to put them on there, cut them. We're only going to make 2 or 3 just to show you how it all works. There. All right. She can hold that. This is the hog ring gun. I'll hold it up so you guys can see it a little bit better. But you can find these on Amazon. Like I said, I think they're $210. There's really not that much to them. It's got a little thing on the side, and you just they come in strips, and you just slide the whole strip of these hog rings down through, and you squeeze the trigger and around whatever's in there, and it's gonna put a ring around it. Trust me. They're I think they're called C-clips or C-rings, and they're 7/16 is the size hog ring C-ring that you want for these.
It was actually 15, 16.
Oh, it was 15/16.
So it's just shy of an inch.
Yeah, just shy of an inch,
'Cause this,
and
this mesh is pretty thick when you twist it.
but it works good, and I'll show you that. I'm just gonna hold the gun up. She's gonna twist the end. Oh, it didn't come out?
There we
There
go.
we go.
Voila.
Snaps them right on. Show them how you twist them up. Kind of get right on the end. Leave a little bit of a tail, but not too much.
Then oh. Maybe we should spend more on it.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh.
Really?
Sorry,
Really?
flag.
It's not gonna work. We're doing a video and
Well, that's just the way it rolls.
that is just how it rolls for us. Let's try that. Keep holding it there.
There we go.
There we go. All right, we had to get the piece there, pushing on the
Some of these
staples.
guns are a lot more expensive. Maybe we'll find out we should have paid more.
Yeah, yeah,
For the most part, it works fine.
yeah. But that works pretty good, and I've been making quite a few of these guys, and I'm getting pretty good at this. I think we've already kind of put the word out that maybe we could do some nose rings and some nipple rings. I mean, it'll put a ring through about anything you put in front of that little thing there. And,
eyebrows, lips.
yeah, whatever you want. So, and if you want to send the wives over for some rings, as long as they can stack wood for a little bit, we'll even put them in for free. How's that?
Absolutely free,
And,
yeah.
the other side hustle we got thinking, this netting, we came up with a good idea. Karen's gonna try it out, sort of, but
Skirts.
look at that. Now who doesn't want to come home at the end of the day, splitting wood and cutting wood, and see their wife wearing a mini skirt like
A
that?
plastic mesh skirt, no less.
I'd like to see that when I come home the end of the day. That would be pretty slick.
45 cents.
Yeah, cheap. We don't have to mark those up much either, so. Oh heck, if they want to come stack wood, we'll even give them a free one.
Maybe two.
Yeah.
In case they rip.
It's just the way we roll, you guys. All right, let's go.
Bag.
Let's go try each of the baggers and see which one's quicker. All right, so we're over here in front of the pallet of wood. We've got the twister, and she's gonna twist up a bundle on that. And I've got the Wolfridge bagging station right here, and obviously the wood's right behind us too. We're both gonna start at the same time, and we're not gonna hustle or anything, just normal. Just go at it normally and see which one of us gets a bundle done first. Because we haven't tried this yet.
No,
We've
be
both
good.
done both, so
Good test.
let's
Right?
see which happens quicker. I do only have one hand, so I'm at a disadvantage. If I had two hands, I could really be putting the wood in quicker.
Excuses. You know what they're like. Everybody's got one.
Yeah. I see you're still sporting your skirt.
Well, yeah. I didn't have time to change.
Sounds like you're already going. No kidding. Well,
Yeah, I'm done.
I guess that's that kind of sewed that up. Which one's quicker, you guys?
Well, you have an excuse, like you said. You're one paw McGraw.
Yeah, and
I can put those bags on a little quicker than that typically, but
I still got to add a bag to that. But you give it a.
oh, okay.
I was gonna give it a shake.
Watch your finger.
Well, let's give it a good spin here. Yeah.
Sometimes you gotta put two in just to make sure it doesn't slip off. But not always.
Yeah. Done, and it's certainly easier to handle.
It's still quick. He fumbled a little with the bag, putting it over the thing, understandably with the thumb thing, but yeah, they're both They're both pretty good. I mean, this is gonna be good in the summer, like we said, because it's more cost effective.
Yeah. I think with 2 hands, I can grab 4 sticks and just drop them in
Right,
here
yeah.
and grab them and set them in. So,
But yeah,
in all honesty, if I had both hands, I think they're about the same speed.
yeah, this one definitely more cost effective, and
Yeah.
you know, we gotta pay for that tractor now,
Yeah, yeah.
and a thumb.
Yeah, and I get, holy good grief, this thumb's cost almost as much as that tractor.
Pretty
because
close.
The dog, and the bills are still coming.
Yeah.
Wouldn't surprise me if it gets right up there with that tractor. And,
So we'd be bundling.
that's a lot of cords of wood and a lot of bundles we gotta make to pay for that.
We can do it. We can do anything, right?
But, yeah, we proved that.
We'll find out.
But can you have that mini skirt on when well, there you go.
Oh, that
Don't
could've
be
been-
staving your hand
Look at, I
out now.
accidentally stepped on the pedal. That was bad. We know what happens when that happens.
Yeah, when you step on the wrong pedal, bad things can happen. Careful. Need one of us in good shape.
Right?
But, yeah, I don't really have, you got anything else? I mean,
No, I just wanted to kind of show you the comparison and which way we're going, and we think it's a good idea for storing. And
it's
We'll
gonna
see.
work for us doing these yellow
Yeah.
mesh bags on the Wolfridge bagging system because we have to bag these up in the wintertime.
yeah,
I mean, we're gonna split it and bring it in green and put it right into the bags green, right out of the trailer, you guys, and stack it onto the pallets all bagged.
it'll be quicker.
Put a cover on the top, send it out back, and when we need it in the summer, we just pick up the pallets and put them in. It's one whole, we're not stacking a whole pallet like we had to with this.
Yeah, it's gonna be a
So-
pleasure, actually.
It's gonna save a lot of time. It's a little bit more expense, but you know, time's
Time's
money,
money
and-
for sure.
if we're spending the summer delivering bundles instead of making bundles, I
Exactly.
think we're gonna be way ahead of the game. So we just gotta up our game on the bundles and
For
put
sure.
more stands out.
Yes, yes,
But
yes.
We're working on that.
Exactly.
We've already found more locations for next year, plus we've been talking to some stores and even other wood stands. We've stopped because we see them out of wood. We're like, yeah, here's a car. We noticed you were out of wood, and stop on over and pick up bundles from us.
Gotta try everything.
Just charge them wholesale price. I'm okay with that too, because the more stands we have, we're averaging after we give the homeowner their cut like $4 a bundle.
Yeah, on average, yep.
And in 128 of these are a cubic foot, so there's 128 of these in a cord. That comes out to a little bit better than $500 per cord.
Right.
That's double what we get delivering it to the campground just for loose wood. So I'll bag it up for
For
an
sure.
extra $250 a cord all day long.
Plus less steps without stacking it. It's
right.
gonna hopefully work.
It's gonna work. We're gonna make it work because
And again, stop by if you want to help stack and
yeah, you know.
get your free skirt and no string, ring, whatever.
I'm getting good at it, you guys. I promise I won't miss. And-
All right, they know.
Yeah.
Stop
All right.
talking.
All right. Well, we appreciate you guys watching, and we'll catch them on the next one, all
Yes,
right?
we will. Don't
All right.
forget to have fun.
All right. Take care. Bye.
Bye.